Oh, the beauty! The beauty of this music. You see this? This is what The Last of Us is about, guys. I just wanted to get in more in depth of my opinions and my thoughts of this game and the upcoming game that is supposedly releasing in February. So, what I wanted to talk about is, well, most recently we found out that The Last of Us 2 isn't going to have any multiplayer. That's quite shocking for not just me, but for a lot of the fans of this franchise, and I just want to say that it's saddening, you know. I was anticipating to play this immense, intense, you know, multiplayer that consisted of a 4v4 between either clans, because now, as we know, The Last of Us 2, they have this clan that is more powerful, that is stronger, that is more that is more widespread throughout the world than the Fireflies. So I wasn't considering that there would be the Fireflies and the Hunters only, you know, just like that in The Last of Us 2. I mean, The Last of Us 1. But I was thinking they might have improvised and added more clans, and added more game modes, added more weapons, added more play styles. But in fact, it turns out that we don't even have a multiplayer, guys. Comment in the section below if you think that The Last of Us 2 should have a multiplayer, and let me know your thoughts and opinions on it. And yeah, we're just going to be chilling here listening to this music for today's video. To be honest, I don't really know what to say. Like, I found out today about The Last of Us producer Neil Druckmann confirming about us not having access to any multiplayer in The Last of Us 2, and it's sad. But yeah, I guess some things are just not meant to be. There is a petition going on, though, on Twitter, so if you guys want to fill that out, I will put a link in my bio for it if you guys do want to watch it. And aside from that, that's pretty much it, honestly.
Cos'hai?
Hello, Refuse, my good friend. I'm live streaming. So, what would you like to say to these, my one viewer?
About
Anything. Last of Us 2. Well, typically Last of Us 2 because I'm playing Last of Us right now. But before that, I was talking about, you know, how Last of Us 2 got rid of its multiplayer, and so since you're one of those, another
very
person,
bad choice.
yeah,
Half its
elaborate,
population. Mm-hmm.
elaborate.
The multiplayer was actually, led for players to come back and actually enjoy the game. If you look
Exactly.
back to our old videos,
Mhm.
it's not like we're playing a story online.
Mhm.
So putting $80 in a game with no multiplayer these days, you can't just enjoy it no more.
Exactly.
Story-wise, obviously it'll be nice,
Yeah.
but doesn't
Um.
seem
But
worth
but
six.
but what are your thoughts on um The Last of Us 2 having a story mode?
Nice.
Now, can you help me grease my one viewer?
Who is it?
I don't know. This is greasing. So you
What
decided
hurt you?
to you decided
You
since you
probably
decided
went Ghost Recon Wild.
since you decided to watch my video, I do want to say that you made a bad choice. I mean, um,
Go get a life.
okay, you could stay. I'm joking, but if you would comment to make me understand who this one viewer is, that would be helpful, so I could engage better. Because if it's someone I know, then you know, that's different. But if it's a random viewer, I would like to welcome you to my channel. So please go ahead and comment in the live chat below.
Give me a sec. Good to go.
But back to the controversial topic about this multiplayer. I, for one, got attached to the Last of Us multiplayer. Let's say about, it was about 5 years ago, because it was a year after I beat the actual story. I beat the story, and then I accidentally discovered the multiplayer. So once I did that, I just indulged in getting better at this alleged multiplayer. And well, I'm gonna be just straightforward right now. What we did after that, well, I obviously introduced my friends to it, and that was over the course of a couple of years. But once I did that, we started, like, making videos, playing together, whatnot. It was so much fun. But considering that The Last of Us 2 won't be having this multiplayer, I can't, it doesn't sound real in a sense, like, because that's one of the things that I was, half of my hype was for. Like, I was literally anticipating this multiplayer, and I was just, I don't know, it's like, I was looking so much forward to this multiplayer. My friends were looking forward to it.
Especially after a whole year of dry gaming.
And aside from that, after all of that hype, they just give us this news in a plain sense that, hey, we're not putting the multiplayer in the game. And yeah, that shouldn't hurt any
Like
of
again,
our
like it's
fans.
something.
Like, they're treating it as it's an achievement, but clearly it isn't. Most of the fans of The Last of Us are little to say mad, but infuriated by this action that Naughty Dog has took, and it's crazy. It's beyond words. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, in terms of, you know, like I don't know. I don't know. I'm lost of words.
Try some smoke off the side.
I'm really lost of words, guys. Like, I suspected, you know,
I'm down.
I had plans about playing the second game, making videos, having fun, seeing how it's changed, comparing the first game multiplayer to the second game. So what are your thoughts, Refuse? Tell us more about this.
Very true.
What were you anticipating in detail? Go in depth. Mm-hmm.
You know, story when no one's on,
Mm-hmm.
and when everyone's on, we be chilling.
Mm-hmm.
But now, dead.
Like, there's no chance that they're giving us to even have that squad time, because if we're actually indulged in this so-called story of Last of Us 2, there is no multiplayer. So,
Like, the game is still a good game. It's not worth
of course,
OD.
it's insane to think that the game that I anticipated for years now,
Biggest game of the
for
year.
years, I waited years, and so did everyone else. But just to find out that it doesn't have a multiplayer, like, that is what shocks me the most. It's crazy. It's very crazy.
Because I was thinking that.
And so my one viewer here still hasn't commented. Oh shit, it's the Beast Mode Bulls.
Wow, the snake him.
The snake himself.
Now we can expose.
Nigga said, I am the ghost of The Last of Us multiplayer. What the fuck? So, Hamza, let me tell you.
Like breakpoints graphics.
Nigga. Okay, but Hamza, seriously? I know you were talking a lot of shit about the multiplayer before, but that's because you haven't experienced, like, yeah, I know it could be, like, for example, let's take a game you love playing the multiplayer of and hold many memories with your friends and shit, right? So take that and take the sequel of such a game releasing, and
Fortnite 2.
and let's act like, you know, you were very hyped for this game releasing, and that you knew this game was supposedly coming out, it was gonna release, you're gonna play with your friends in the multiplayer in a sense, as well as the story. Then you find out there is no such thing as the multiplayer. So, how would that have an effect on you? Please comment below. Let me know. Because I'm literally just lost of words, lost of thoughts. I don't know what to say. Like, it's so crazy, you know. I can't emphasize it enough, and yeah, I'm gonna keep repeating it because this is one of our main topics, speaking of which, that this thing we call The Last of Us multiplayer, which never really started off being that popular in the first place, it just touched so many people's hearts that it became a part of the story itself to many, including me. And yeah, it's literally a huge part of the Last of Us community. When we talk about Last of Us, we don't just think clickers and all that stuff. We also think about the multiplayer. We also think about this little
And the proof that people still play it. I mean, look at their levels.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't see that many level 2s, 3s.
And it's insane because, like, that's one of the main things they just, like, dropped. Like, no, we're done. Like, how do you do that? I don't get it. How do you do it? I really don't get it.
Maybe it's their budget.
But it's not their budget, it's more of their time. You know how they said that, oh, this time we focused more on the story instead of the multiplayer. But that still doesn't make sense if you think about it. Like, the people that have been waiting for the multiplayer, I'm pretty sure Naughty Dog had more than enough time to fix this multiplayer. And still, you know, yeah, so, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Oh shit. I just got pooped on. But yeah, aside from that, it's just insane to think about it. Let me see if our friend here commented. No, he didn't. But he's still watching, so I would like to know what it is that you think. Please let me know. But yo, Hamza, do you guys want to go to 99 tomorrow and sit on the chess tables and talk instead of making skits or wrestling? Let me know in the comment section below.
Please comment, share, and follow. Now let's move on to a different topic.
Yeah.
Breakpoint.
Breakpoint. So, Ghost Recon Breaking Point. The beta. I get home from school at 6:50, and I get on, and Refuse gets on, and then Fahim gets on. Well, Fahim was already on playing Iceborne. But aside from that, we launched this application, this game, this beta called Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So, once we start this up, we're like, okay, you know, everything looks fine, the cutscenes are fine, everything looks good, you know, improved, and then we start the gameplay. And this gameplay, he left.
Wow.
Is there any point? I'm gonna end the broadcast. What happened?